Peace, everybody. It's the B-Box. I wanted to come over and talk about this Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk situation that we got going on. We have the fight February 17th. I know, just like you, I can't wait. But supposedly, I believe, and from the news outlets, Fury has landed in Saudi Arabia. He sent Usyk a message, if you haven't seen it, on Twitter, calling him a rabbit face and doing the normal Fury antics and targeting his opponent's emotions. Um, so Fury claims, well, not that he claims, but from the video, if you see, he's already trying to get used and accustomed to the Saudi Arabian peninsula and the what do you call it, like the air and the levels of the mountains. So if you're a fighter, you have to get used to those things because it can determine how your endurance is during the fight, if you're going to be ready or if you're not going to be ready. It can have a big effect on your endurance depending on how you train and where you train. So Fury, from what we're seeing, he's already in Saudi Arabia. He's in the mountains. He's trying to get accustomed to that. So on the 17th, he can have an advantage on Usyk, who I believe hasn't landed there yet. He's with Sugar Hill, this trainer that he's been with ever since the second Wilder fight. Much respect for Sugar Hill, legendary family, legendary trainer. But I think this is a good look for Fury right now. Actually getting on the turf and actually being there. I think what he's trying to do and what Fury's good at doing is playing the mind games. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gets there, he talks his crap, he gets in your mind, and he does what he does. But Usyk, being the Spartan that he is, I'm a big Usyk fan. I'm a big Fury fan too, but I'm also a big Usyk fan. But him being the Spartan that he is, with the type of mindset that he has, I really don't see that having much of an effect on Usyk. But this is boxing, and any day, any night, it can go either way. Minor your predictions doesn't really matter. But let's get to this. So Fury says that Usyk will be a walk in the park. I don't think that at all. He said he's going to be easy work. Now, if you watch Usyk and you know about him coming from cruiserweight, Usyk is very used to fighting bigger opponents. And if you watch Fury and you see Fury at heavyweight, Fury tends to, I don't want to say he has trouble with smaller opponents, but I think he tends to have trouble with smaller opponents. But this is what makes this fight so interesting and so good to see, especially for the boxing community, who for some reason everyone thinks is a dying sport, which couldn't be more further from the truth. But I love Fury, but I think that's total BS. I don't think Usyk will be a walk in the park or easy work. I never even seen him having a rabbit face. That's the first one. But I just think Fury's trying to play the mind games, get into the head of his opponent. But he's dealing with Usyk, and Usyk is the type of fighter who prepares for things like that. He's ready for those type of antics and those types of insults from other fighters. So that's neither here nor there, but it is something to talk about because Fury has been successful in those antics. If you notice that Deontay Wilder, Wilder's never had somebody who talked to him like that, and clearly it showed. It kind of had an effect on him from the second fight on. So it is what it is. But another thing, him bragging about running the mountains and where that plays into his endurance and things like that. So I think that's gonna be a positive for Fury, but it also can be a negative for Fury because Errol Spence, just for an example, he was also one trying to brag about his endurance and running up the mountains and doing these feats of endurance that would kind of supersede the average fighter and how they get prepared for their cardio. So you have to take that in concern, and you really have to think about those things. But I think Fury also, his last fight with Ngannou, he came in at 277. That's too much. It's way too much. Some are saying he was about 30 pounds overweight. I think the first Wilder fight where he was very light on his feet, he was moving around the ring, throwing that jab, kind of Ali esque. He was about 160, or maybe a little bit lighter, like 160. You hear me? 260, but maybe a little bit lighter, like 250, maybe cracking high 240s. But that's where he needs to be. I don't think 277 or anything north of that is where he should be if he wants to be successful in this bout, in this match. But, nevertheless, Fury is a fighter and he's experienced. And I didn't even know, well, I know he's up there in age, but I didn't know he was 35 years old. I believe Usyk might be around like, what, 36, 36, 37. Please let me know in the comment section. But I think him running the mountains and things like that is definitely going to be a positive if he wants to get to a weight that is more comfortable and suitable for a victory for him. Especially against a guy like Usyk. Now, Usyk. A lot of people will be talking about that Daniel Dubois fight, where it's arguably he was defeated. A lot of people think so with the liver shot. That who cares? In the record books, it's going to say that he won. But for concern, it does show that Usyk might have he might be, it might be a liability for him to the body. That might be a cause for concern. His body. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he drinks, because a lot of boxers, if you do box, a lot of boxers do drink, and that's one thing that that's one of the reasons why trainers try to get their fighters to stay away from the bottle, the booze, because it does mess up your midsection. And one good liver shot and you're going down, and you're not going to be able to recover. But that being said, that's in the past. This is now. So we don't know if Usyk has been working on that, what his dieting is looking like, what his nutrition is looking like, if he's fixed that problem. But hopefully he has, so Fury doesn't try to capitalize on that, because if you did see that Daniel Dubois fight, that is a cause for concern, if you are a Usyk fan like myself, because if he can't capitalize on that, it might be a short night, especially with a guy of his stature, and Fury's already built powerfully, just naturally. But it's whatever. But that's one of the things, that makes this very exciting, is that both sides have liabilities. Even though they're trying to make it look like positives, they can be liabilities. But we're gonna see February 17th. I cannot wait. I still have Usyk winning this fight. As of right now, I want to see how he looks probably late January, early February, if he continues to run these mountains at the Saudi Arabian altitude level of the mountain range. So we'll definitely see. But please subscribe, please comment, and I will be back with another video. Peace.